Thank you so very much, Debbie, and all of you for tuning in. Thank you for choosing to spend the next 30, 45 minutes together. I have a few things that I'd like to share with you, and then hopefully we can have a Q&A or conversation. Um, so, because this call has just been recorded right now after the introduction, my name is Jean-Guy de Gabriac. I've been a consultant and educator for the spa and hospitality profession. I don't like the word industry, the spa and hospitality profession for the past 22 years. Um, and I've been working with brands like Four Seasons, Hilton with the World of Astorias. Sometimes they send me to Bora Bora for a pre-opening. Sometimes they send me to Kazakhstan. I get to travel and I love this life. And sometimes I take photos of where my feet take me, but I don't usually take selfies. However, later on, I'll tell you about Wellfies and why we do this strange sign with our fingers, which is a victory of the mind and a victory of the body. And when body and mind are coming together, we have a W for wellness, for World Wellness Weekend. This is what I'm going to be telling you a little bit about now, because as if I mean, we're all very busy. We have hectic lives, and I don't know about you. I turned 53 a few months ago, and I have the feeling that years are getting faster and faster. So why cram my busy schedule with more things than I already have, two hands to juggle with two things? But anyway, I thought after 20 years in this profession, working property by property, I wanted to be able to join with passionate wellness professionals around the world, people like-minded like you, and to push the line of what we can do with awareness, especially in 2017 when the United Nations launched their agenda for 2030 with 17 sustainable development goals, and number 3 is good health and well-being for all. 2017, we were far from knowing that one day the whole planet will be closed and shut down, and the spa and fitness clubs and studios would be completely shut down, although they are some of the cleanest place, best managed places where people can strengthen their immune system, have physical, mental, emotional, social wellness. But anyway, that's another story for another time. Now, in 2017, when the United Nations launched the good health and well-being for all as the third objective out of 17, they thought of vaccination, they thought of healthy lifestyle. Immediately, I thought of us, of something that we could really own as a profession, whether with spa, whether with fitness. Anyway, when I was attending the FIBO show in Germany a few weeks ago, they were saying that fitness is no longer only about building your muscles, about protein shakes, about sculpting your body so that you can be the most amazing man, woman, person, or the strongest. It's all about also longevity. It's all about building healthier and stronger society. Having more people more active more often. With this in mind, to make a long story short, but I'm French, very passionate. I speak a lot. Maybe this is something in our DNA, French people, they use words a lot to woo people and to... anyway, that's another story for another time. Anyway, I'll try to use shorter words, and I have especially a few things to show you. But you get my drift. The idea is not to get more people more active more often by sharing with them statistics from the World Health Organization saying that you're happy, you're merry, chances are statistics say you'll die soon, because the average age of the life expectancy is this, and 15 million people are dying prematurely every year because of chronic disease, also known as life-tail diseases. And Richard Carmona, your 17th general surgeon, said 75% of health expenses in the United States are wasted on diseases related to poor health choices. Obesity is rampant, and and overweight. Sleep deprivation and chronic fatigue is rampant. That's another pandemic. Anxiety and depression, loneliness, and the list goes on and on. So it's not because we scare people with statistics that they are going to, oh my God, yes, I need to be more active more often. But because I'm French, I thought of launching a party. I thought of getting people excited to join fun, free activities near them, located on a map, wellmap.org, with a geolocator, so anyone can click on a button with a picto, which is derived from our logo, which is either yoga pose or fitness or running or hiking. All you have to do is click on that button, and your browser will immediately say where you're located, and you will be able to find wellness professionals near you with that activity. Or you just enter the name of your city and you have different choices. Of course, if you write Paris, the choices will be Paris, France, or Paris, Texas. So you choose the city where you want to go, London, UK, or London, is it Massachusetts? Or anyway, so you choose your location and you find activities near you. By throwing a party, by encouraging people to join with their family, with their loved ones, with colleagues, we call them wellness buddies, people you want to practice more often with, then people will be active, joyfully active. It's not really about performance. Sometimes we have challenges, but it's really about the joy of moving, walking, running, hiking, biking, spinning, dancing. There used to be a doctor who started every single one of his consultations. I heard that yesterday attending a webinar in Guyana, near Suriname in Latin America. He said, before you tell me what's wrong with you, and we'll get to that, please tell me, when was the last time you danced? When was the last time you told stories around the fire with friends? When was the last time you had good times with friends and family? Please just remind me of those times. And then we'll get to what's wrong with you right now, what's bugging you in your life. So reconnecting with people with the feeling, how great it feels to be well when you're active and you enjoy being active and you have endorphins and serotonin and oxytocin flushing through your brain and your body instead of cortisol and stress related hormones like adrenaline. When you feel legally high because of being active, that's when maybe people want to go back. I don't believe in offering free classes. That's a very poor business model. But on the World Wellness Weekend, when we started in 2017, when we heard about the United Nations and the third Sustainable Development Goal, when we launched in France and Belgium with 160 venues, we encourage venues not to just give a free class or free massages, but to organize fun group activities where people can join with something signature, with something different than what is done regularly. If it's just, okay, you can join a free class, why not? But if it's just, if it's join a yoga class at sunrise or sunset on a terrace overlooking the bay with a live musician, either on a handpan or a cello, or like we had in the south part of France, close to Spain, with an acoustic guitar playing rhythm from Andalusia, which is in Spain, people were thrilled. If it's about going to a free yoga class, people will come and say, hey, I've heard of the free yoga class. Where is it? Well, down the corridor on the right, you'll find the class. Leave your shoes outside, bring a mat. That's nice. They will remember joining a free yoga class. If you let them know that on World Wellness Weekend, for instance, it's Vinyasa and Vino, 45 minutes of Vinyasa flow where you can open your chakras, quote unquote, and then 30 minutes of wine tasting of a biodynamic wine without sulfates, or wine without alcohol, to open your taste buds. Why not do that? Let's create a story for the media. This is why, fast forward to last year, from 2 countries in 2017 and 160 venues joining and having 45 mentions in the media on that year, last September, We had 5,053 venues participating in 139 countries, from sunrise in Fiji to sunset in Hawaii 3 days later, with 2,200 mentions in the media, 7,000 posts on social media, 3,000 of them in a matter of days, and 1,000 a week after, when venues said, if you missed the World Wellness Weekend, this is a short recap and photos of what we had and what we did. The idea is to get our profession connected, to have people on every time zone giving away 1 hour of their time. If they want to be on the map, and that's for free, just go on wellmap.org. I'll show it to you after. Wellmap.org, it's in 18 languages. For you, you couldn't care less. I mean, it's in English, of course. But we, because of the many time zones, we extend it so that Indians can see it in Hindi and French people can see it in French and Italians and so on. So wellmap.org, name, first name, email, click. Of course, you hate spam as much as we do, and we will not spam you. But click. You arrive on a back office. What's the name of your property? What's the address, contact details, social handles? Do you have a banner? Do you have a logo? Do you have photos you want to share? Great. What's the description of your place? Hey, we're a fitness club, and we offer classes with Les Mills and with TRX. These two examples, because we will be talking about TRX and Les Mills in a second. But of course, it can be, we offer signature classes in the heartland of America and in South Carolina. And of course, we offer classes with Brazilian dance and fitness. Why not? Okay, whatever you do, say that, because this is what you do on an everyday basis. Okay, I could go on with many examples, but of course, you know who you are and what you could place. Then you can create an activity of what you will be doing in September, on September 15, 16, and 17. This is when the World Wellness Weekend will take place for the third time. We expect 8,000 venues in 150 countries. We expect to explode the record of reaching 20 million people last year through 2,000 mentions and 7,000 posts, because we're getting wiser and better every year, and we now have tools to see how we can optimize, reach out to more and more influencers. That's a huge key. Next week, we'll be speaking with the 188 ambassadors and coordinators of the World Wellness Weekend around the world. They're all volunteers like you, like Debbie, like Rachel, the coordinator for South Carolina, spreading the word, spreading links that we create for them. I'm going to be sharing my screen in a second to show you the few things that you can share. This is the story I wanted to share with you, because I was so aggravated, to use a nice terminology, pissed off, if you wish, pardon my French, but I am, when we were not asked, but required to close from one day to the next because of a global pandemic, that in the end, after everything that has been done over a period of 3 more years, unfortunately claimed the lives of 20 million people. Too many lives were lost. Whatever has been done, and maybe we could have done it better. Anyway, 20 million people lost their lives related to COVID-19 or related health issues because of obesity, diabetes, and stuff like this. 15 million people are dying every year. Okay, so we should do something about this. We should not just do something about the pandemic linked to a virus. Yes, we should, but also all of the pandemics that I mentioned about sleep, nutrition, movement, anxiety, and loss of, losing our north compass, moral compass, and sense of loneliness. So with all of this, we have created a chain. We have created a movement, not really a movement. We have created an event where people like to be connected with each other. I'm going to share my screen quickly, and then we can have a conversation. Share. Do you see my screen? Just nod. Yes, thank you. So this is the website. It's easy. I mean, The URL is long. Okay, it's long. This is why we have a shorter URL, which is wellmap.org. Wellmap, the wellness, the map of wellness, wellmap.org. And then you have the longer URL. You can choose your language, but who cares? You're in English. You can enter the name of your city. You can search directly by types of activities. You can see what are the 5 pillars of wellness that are important for us, connected to growing markets because of, unfortunately, pandemics not tackled. We have wellness videos because last year, not only did we have in-person activities in over 5,000 venues, we also had venues that decided to post online because they wanted to reach a broader audience, and they had a fantastic backdrop on the California cliffs, or a fantastic backdrop in Italy, or fantastic backdrop wherever they were. Rancho La Puerta in Tecate, just south of the border, for instance, was one of them. All you need to click, you'll get on the YouTube page. And if you want to do something also to post, you can. The reason why this event is completely free of charge is because we have a few sponsors who say, you guys are doing a good thing. We'll pay for your website, we'll pay for your admin, we'll pay for your communication and stuff like this, okay? But the most important thing for you is sign up. All you need to do is sign up. You enter your email, password. Are you a manager? Are you a solopreneur? Are you a fit pro? What's your first name? What's your last name? You hate spam, so do we. Boom, click. If something goes wrong, if something doesn't work, you have a technical issue, info@weekendwellness.com, because depending on whether you use a Mac, a PC, a browser, the version of your browser, a glitch can happen. We have glitches like everyone else. 98.7% of the people sign up immediately. 2% have issues, so we help. Sign up, that's clear. You already have an account because you created it last year. Great. All you need to do is sign in, not sign up. And what's your username? What's your password? Oh, you forgot your password? No worries. Just click. Tell us what your email is. We'll create a new password for you. That's it. Okay? Super easy. So we have created a document. Oh my God. Before creating this 2-page document, I'm going to take you to the page. Why not? Let me show you. Let me show you to the other website, which is wellweekend.org. And let me show you Rocketabra, our resources page. Resources. Because this is our 7th edition, we have created a special page for everyone to find our logo easily if you want to use it for your communication. You want to use our fonts because you think they're cute, they're nice, and you want to be branded with us, you can use our fonts. You want to use some of our social media graphic elements, some of the photos are really nice. If you want to use them, add your logo, you can. If you want to know more about us and the statistics, the facts and stats of last year, the fact that 18% of the venues that participate were fitness clubs, and we hope to break up that record this year. And in a second, I'll speak about Les Mills and TRX. The communication kit with logo and so many things, examples of activities you can organize from very simple to very spectacular. Because the idea is not just for you to offer a free class, you can. But the idea is for you to catch the attention of the media. The attention is for you in your city, in your state, to be the next headline. And some have, and this is why we're every year breaking records of articles, not about me. Who cares about me? Yeah, I'm the founder. I would not exist without you decided to join. I would not exist without the 180, the event would not exist without the 188 ambassadors and coordinators. This is because it's about we, not me, that World Wellness Weekend is a success. And best practices. This is something you may want to take a look at. Sure, there are over 16 pages. Oh gosh, I know. But there are so many things that you can do before, during, and after the event. We put all of our best practices that we saw from the champions of last year. You can learn from them. And basically you can use those best practices for any events you're going to be organizing, either for Father's Day, for summer or for any other event you're going to see. But promises, and wishes fulfilled. We have created a 2-page document that I will be sending. I think I sent it already to Debbie, and I sent it to Rachel, and they will be able to share it with you, about the World Wellness Weekend, specifically about fitness clubs, studios, and fit pros, and less text to read, and some reminders, 1, 2, 3, 4. I wanted to just stop at 1, 2, 3, do, re, mi, 1, 2, 3, you and me. It would make a great song. I believe the Jacksons 5 did one. Anyway, moving on. Instead of 3 points, we have 4. You have clicks, you have access to wellmap.org, you have access to the resources page that I showed you, and we just remind you that you can appear on the map, you can attract new clients and members, you can use our graphic elements, you can maximize your exposure, you can show, that's important because that was one of the key elements of FIBO in Germany, being part of the solution, having more people more active more often, and showing the social health value of getting more people more active more often, not just having number of members, churn rate, and how to extend the life value of your clients, of your members, the social health value, so that we can have an impact on the media and also on the policymakers, and hopefully have our profession, not industry, profession, be recognized as essential workers. And if you want to boost conversion, you can read the top tips that I mentioned. That's it. And I hope that when I shared my screen, stop sharing, share again, and share again with audio. Done. I'm going to just show you a 1-minute video that I hope you will like. It has nice music. I hope you will like the music too. Let's go. Let me know if you hear music. Debbie, can you hear music? You know from the Minions, the sound, ta-da! Oopa! Let me stop it. You know the word ta-da, and well, that's my ta-da. Last thing, Les Mills and TRX. Thanks to Debbie, we had a very fruitful early stage conversation that I hope, pray, I light up candles every day, that TRX will say yes and simply promote, not be a sponsor, simply promote and push this to their fit pros, their trainers, their affiliated clubs, so that they too can be part on the map, and organize just one class as a minimum requirement, one fun, free class, minimum requirement to be in line with the United Nations. Come on. If this is our passion, if this is our expertise, can we donate 1 hour of our time to 10, 20, 50, 100 of people if they meet inside or outside, or do a session online, 1 hour. But if you give 3 activities, 1, 2, 3, because we have 3 days, maybe 3 on one day, if it suits you, maybe 1 on each day, maybe 1 for people who are very, very tonic and wellness, it's for me to sweat. I like to be dripping and take a good shower, and then I feel this kicking in. No, wellness for me, for a second type of clientele, I like to stretch, to yawn, my back, and it's more relaxing. Can we get to Shavasana right now, please? Because that's my happy place. When is Shavasana? Not now. That's the question I always ask. I always infuriate the yoga instructors whenever they say, and now lie on your mat, and we'll. Oh, is it Shavasana? Not yet. Still have 24 minutes. Yes. So, and maybe it's going to be for kids. Maybe it's going to be for golden ladies. Choose your 3 audiences, create 3 activities, and we send you a badge for being a wellness champion. There's no charge. We want to see as many champions as possible so that you can boast about it and you can be the next headline. I want it to be short and concise. You're so close, so short.
That was awesome. And your video is freaking amazing. I'm just going to say it. That's an awesome video, Sean.